Oh my god, guys, there is new information for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. We're going to call it Cold War Zombies because Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies, it's a really long name, but today they uploaded new information for perks, for kill streaks, for a lot of things, so let's get right into it. Subject: learn all about the new innovations coming to Black Ops Cold War Zombies, as well as a few additional traits. As you can see, it was uploaded today and I'm really excited. I'm going to leave you the link down below if you want to check it out by yourself. But let's get right into it. Black Ops Cold War Zombies Gameplay Guide. In just 2 weeks, Zombies fans around the world, I am really excited, will get their hands on the first chapter of the Dark Ether story, The Machine, on November 13th. Okay, yeah, know all about it, the gameplay trailer, I'll leave you the link down below too if you haven't seen it, if you haven't watched it. Perks and skill streaks. First, let's take a look at the perks. Okay. On launch day, you'll have 6 different zombies perks to crack open: Juggernaut, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, Ditch Daiquiri, and all new perk debuting in Black Ops Cold War, Elemental Pop. Okay. Here's the juicy stuff. Juggernaut, increase maximum health by 50. And that's weird, because in Black Ops 4, we had 200 health, and each hit takes from us 50 health. Does that mean that Juggernaut is just 1 extra hit? That's a good question. Reduce the time it takes to regen to full health by 50%. Reduce the time it takes to... Quick Revive has extra, if you could call it that. Regen health by 50% faster. That's great. Speed Cola, reload speed by 50%. I think that's low, but let's see how it works. Increase run and sprint speed. Okay, the Chidaki, yeah. Elemental Pop. Every bullet has a small chance to apply a random based ammo mod effect. And this sounds to me like Pack-a-Punch elemental upgrades we could get. Elemental Pop, blah 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 blah. But happens, it is random, as you can see. With every shot fired while Elemental Pop is active, you'll have a slight chance for a random based ammo mod and take effect against your target. Okay, it works kind of the same. To upgrade your perks, you'll need to earn raw Ethereum crystals. Example is Tier 1 equipment damage also has a small chance to apply a random based ammo mod effect. The Elemental Pop perk. Tier 2, reduce ammo mod cooldowns by 20%. Tier 3, when a random mod is applied, it uses your current skill tier instead of the base. So it gives us a way to upgrade things we can use in the game, and that's great. That's just not, we can upgrade ourselves, we can upgrade our abilities. It's like our skill tree, if you could call it that, and that's great. Oh, and don't worry, we'll be introducing more perks throughout the post-launch system. No guesses. That's awesome. Weapon rarities. Perks are essential, but let's be honest. Survival in zombies is all about the weapons, yeah. This time around, our new weapon rarity system gives every weapon a path to greatness. Here's how. Weapons come in 5 tiers of rarity. Common, Loadout, Uncommon, Rare, Epic, and Legendary. The tier increases the damage done by those weapons and will also determine how many randomized attachments will come along for the fight. For example, an uncommon weapon will feature around 50% damage boost over its loaded version and comes with just 2 attachments, while the legendary version kicks that up to roughly 300% damage and comes stacked with 8 attachments, so the legendary weapons are going to be rad. But how does this affect wall buys on the mystery box, you ask? Doesn't this new system make those less effective, you ask? Great questions. Fear not. Weapons rarities make wall buys in the mystery box even more worthwhile, and this is a really amazing thing. I'm really pumped about this. Buying your favorite weapon of the wall is now different every time with random attachments thrown into the mix, and the mystery box actually increases its odds of rolling high rarity weapons as the rounds get higher. What does this mean? You could say that you have like more weapons. That was a problem I had with Black Ops 3, I think. The weapons felt the same every map. And that was a really huge problem because there was no different ways to play. You will always end up playing with the same weapons. And what this is trying to do was more options. For example, it says here, what happens if you hit the jackpot on your first spin of the mystery box and get an epic magnum at round 10, and then roll an uncommon AK-70 or U on your very next spin? Let's just say you are more comfortable with SMGs, but you know your damage potential will become lower as a result of switching. Which one? Going to give us a lot of variety for us to play and experiment with different weapons. Also give us the opportunity to try different weapons, because on last games we don't have many options. The weapons that were bad, and we had no incentive for us to play with them. But here we have like extra random factor that gives us more to think about. It's like, is it going to be better in damage in tier, or is it going to be worse? And it gives us more opportunities to experiment and feel the game. And as Kevin Drew says, I've been playing zombies for 10 years, and this time the most excited I've ever been when opening the box. The mystery box really is going to become a real mystery. In the past, you were always looking, I don't know, for the ray gun. For example, it was like rolling the mystery box until you get the ray gun. But now, well, I don't think it is going to apply with wonder weapons. I think I'm not sure, they don't say about it, but if you can get the weapon you wanted, but in a low rarity, so that makes it worthless, if you could call it that, in the long run. So I don't know, it's going to be really interesting. Custom loadouts. A lot of people were really worried about this, but here's your answer about it. Loadouts don't change the classic zombies formula as much as you might think. However, if starting out with a classic 1911 pistol is your jam, go for it. The design team carefully considered how loadouts would affect weapon progression gameplay, and as such, loadouts in zombies are simplified and compared to those to multiplayer. You can only bring in a single weapon and a field upgrade with your zombies loadout. Furthermore, that single weapon will have its attachments and cosmetics, but it will be the lowest rarity available. Come on. So what this means is that Treyarch is trying for everybody to experience the survival aspect of zombies, because in the first zombies games you just had your pistol and you had to survive until you get a better weapon, until you get the perks, until you get the power on. And a lot of people were worried because loadouts were going to make the game. But what this is telling you is that everybody, it doesn't matter if you start with your loadout with the pistol, everybody's going to start with a crappy gun, if you could call it that, or the worst version of every gun. So that is going to give us that survival aspect that, well, many of us enjoy. So that's great, that's really great, I really appreciate that. Field upgrades in zombies are entirely different from those from multiplayer, and for good reason, blah 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 blah. Turkey the Restorer provide a welcome power spike as part of your core combat loop without making players OP in the process. Okay, zombies field upgrades, and as you can see here, they are, well, they took as inspiration the Gobblegums elixirs and even some non-passive perks. And also it says here, where is it? Okay, offensive, defensive, and support. So field upgrades are defensive, offensive, and support. As I can see right now, the offensive ones are the Frost Blast and the Energy Mine. Create a Frost Blast, create a frigid blast of wind that deals frost damage and slows enemies caught inside of it. And the Energy Mine is, well, a mine that detonates on proximity of enemies, dealing explosive damage. Then the Soup is the Healing Aura. Summon beams of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly heal to full health. And last but not least, the defensive are the Ring of Fire and the Ether Shroud. The Ring of Fire create a ring of ethereal ring that boosts damage for you and allies. Normal enemies who enter in burning effect and deals fire damage. Lasts seconds. And the Ether Shroud fades into dark ether for 5 seconds, becoming hidden from enemies. That's great. I really like each of them have their own approach playing zombies, and that's great. They are not just kill and kill more zombies. Armor and Salvage, and this is interesting. As you can see there, replacing the crafted shield of previous zombies experiences. So the shield now is not going to be in Black Ops Cold War zombies. That's interesting. Armor provides a 360-degree layer of protection from the armies of the undead. The armor can be found as a rare drop from enemies or purchased using Salvage. When worn, it might mitigate a portion of incoming damage. Every hit will still deal damage, but its durability is limited. So, if I can relate this to the jug being 50 points, what this is telling us is if you have armor, you will have armor all around you, right? If somebody hits you, every hit will deal less damage. For example, this is not accurate numbers because they don't tell them, but if a zombie hits me and I have my shields, maybe that hit won't be 50, it will be 25. What does that mean? That we will have 8 hits if we have jog. Well, 8 hits if the base health is 150, right? So that would be 200, and that would be 8 hits. So that's interesting. It's a way to make it more strategic, right? And then it says upgraded additional levels, increasing the damage mitigation and durability. We're going to need it as rounds progress because zombies grow stronger every round. Are they going to hit us harder each round it goes up? Remember, even when paired with an upgraded Juggernaut, also you can upgrade the Juggernaut, so that maybe will give us more hit. Yeah, I don't know. No amount of armor can save you if you find yourself overrun, especially as rounds get higher and the challenge increases. Okay, support the score streak. Sometimes you just need a little extra power to get the tight spot, and that's where support comes into play. At launch, the available support selection will include Combat Bow, Sentry Turret, War Machine, Chopper Gunner, and Self-Revive. Keep an eye out for these pop-up of the mystery box if you are lucky. And for those curious about how calling a Chopper Gunner works without... Well, this is telling you that if you are playing solo, like I always do, you won't be killed by the zombies when you call the chopper, you will just become immune every hit. Loot and crafting. Ways to stay resourceful during undead invasion. Black Ops Cold War zombies, every zombie has a small chance of dropping resources, including salvage, armor, and even lethal and tactical equipment. The tougher the enemy, the better the loot. Okay. First tricks in game can be crafted using resources, strategies, loot base. Optional exfil, and this is the most interesting thing for me. What was a problem I had with zombies before? You played and you got to round 100 and you had to kill yourself or end the game. But now with optional exfil we have the option to end the match, and you could call it so win it. So starting at the round 10 and every 5 rounds after, you'll have an option to use a radio in the starting area of the map to call exfil. In a co-op game, a majority of the players most vote to initiate the exfiltration. Once triggered, the normal round will end and you'll be given a new objective to reach the exfil site. within the specific time limit. At this point, zombies will begin to flood the area in a last-ditch effort to stop your squad tracks. Once you reach the site, a helicopter will fly in and hover above until the smoke is cleared before it can land. If you manage to make it into the chopper, you'll escape with some bonus XP and a chance to earn raw Ethereum crystals. Risk versus reward. So this is great. If I play a high round match, I will be able to win the match, and I won't have kill myself for me to end the game. That's great. Ping system is really self-explanatory, but it's great. Obviously, it's great for Easter eggs, so that's going to be interesting. Forget your treats. You don't have to think we'd leave you empty-handed for Halloween, did you? Got even more zombies goodies to share. The main theme, which is great, I really love it, and I'm going to leave you a link down in the description for you to listen to it because beautiful. Then this chilling masterpiece, yeah, with the same producers, James McCauley, Kevin Sherwood, Brian Garigliano. Family portrait calling card, okay, yeah. A cosplay guide of Samantha Maxis. If you had any doubts that this was Samantha Maxis, but now you know. Back, and she's, as you can see here, self-reliant, capable, and no nonsense. So that's great. Samantha Maxis confirmed. If you weren't sure before this week, you might not have been close enough, and I on that telephone keep out in the D Machine intro thematic. Don't forget to share your zombies cosplay photos with us on Twitter and Instagram using hashtag zombies cosplay for a chance to be featured. Oh, zombies fan kit, some key art, logos, profile pictures, cosplay, wallpapers, and that's it. Happy Halloween, guys! So if you want to know more information, we'll be uploading about the zombies as it comes out. Also, we will be playing zombies and multiplayer as the game comes out. Give a like and comment down below which one of these you like the most. And well, we'll see you next time, guys. You know, we love you, I love you, and remember, you are a real special person. And let's wait for the zombies to come out, right? Bye.